We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and rulers of the dark. And it would seem in today's day and age, if you speak openly and boldly against these evil demonic forces that are trying to divide the world and trying to rip everything good, and might I add, they do this in the name of Christ as well, these people will be wolves in sheep's clothing. They will come to you and act like they are good, but they are anything but. They have nefarious means. And if you guys see right through it and you start openly talking out about them and saying, this is what's going on, you guys need to wake up. You need to be spiritually minded. You need to put on the whole armor of God, because we do wrestle with these principalities and these powers and these rulers of the dark. If you do not believe me, you don't have to look too far to see that this is exactly what Candace Owens is doing and has been doing now post Charlie Kirk's death. She is utterly trying to destroy a great man's legacy. For what reason? We don't know. She purports herself to be as if she is investigating and just asking questions. The subtlety of the devil is quite right, isn't it? The subtlety of the devil is truly something to behold. When you look at the subtlety of the devil, what do you see? Do you see someone that is quite flamboyant and out there? Or do you see one day after the next, just asking questions, the manipulation, the gaslighting? Do you see all that? That's right, because that's the devil. That's demonic. And that's what we're fighting against. And I've noticed recently there's been a number of people that claim to be on the conservative movement that have called out Candace Owens. And guess what happens to them? They get attacked. They have death threats left, right, and center. And it's amazing to me that if they speak out against this crazy demonic woman, just how absurd the death threats really get. It happened to Frank Turek, Seth Dillon, anyone that is godly, part of Turning Point, anyone that resembles things that are good. She's trying to change the narrative to make good seem evil. And her being evil seems good. And for a lot of people that have been utterly brainwashed to think that Candace Owens is the arbiter of truth and that she's not leading anyone astray, get this, ladies and gentlemen, the new narrative is they said that Alex Jones was crazy. And then it turns out he was right. I'm sorry, but wasn't he sued for $1 billion for being, quote, right? Interesting how someone that claimed to be right about everything got sued to the tune of $1 billion and lost everything for the time being. And then basically picked himself back up and started the even more outrageous conspiracy theory narratives. There's a reason why people think that Alex Jones is insane. And there's also a reason why people do enjoy him as well. I've seen that. There's a reason why people are starting to wake up and realize that Candace Owens is an absolute nut job who hates Charlie Kirk. Now, Tim Pool has been one of the recent people. I've made quite a few videos of late of Tim Pool because he has been calling her out, and rightfully so. And yesterday, I couldn't believe this. I actually saw it this morning. So it was yesterday for him, today for me. He goes, last night, a vehicle approached our property and opened fire. No one was hurt. Our security team is reviewing the incident and will be replaying the report to appropriate law enforcement. This is the price we pay for speaking out against evil. And loads of people are going, I don't believe this at all. This is just utterly wrong. Tim Pool's lying. He's trying to bring attention to himself. Oh, right. Okay. So what happens when Tim Pool decides to release the security footage, or when Tim Pool actually provides receipts? Because that's what Tim Pool does. Just so you're aware. And by the way, the media actually caught on to this. And the media, the Daily Mail News, goes, right-wing commentator Tim Pool's home is shot at by gunmen who approached property in a vehicle. So just days after, like a day, not even, Tim Pool went to war with Candace Owens and called her an effing scumbag. Coincidence, maybe? Because I don't think anything has happened to Tim Pool prior to him calling out Candace Owens. I don't. And loads of Candy Owens nutjob fans are going, you can't blame Candace Owens. You can't put the blame on her. Really? Look at the trend. Her fans are nuts. Candace Owens is nuts. Look at the trend. A Candace Owens fan threatened to kill Seth Dillon and Josh Hammer, Laura Loomer. Not that long ago, by the way. And now Tim Pool's house is shot up by a gunman. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all. I look at trends. I look at patterns. I look at what someone has said. This didn't happen to Tim Pool prior to him calling her out, did it? But it's only post, literally a day after he's done this, his house gets shot up. Hey, everyone, real quick. I just want to let you all know of my brand new business called Kept Natural and my first ever product, Kept Naturals After Sun Care Gel. It's available right now. The link is available in the show description. It's a brand new, first of its kind, all natural and organic After Sun Care Gel. You can use it before, during, and after, and it helps assist your skin in feeling the best it's ever been. And also when it comes to being in the sun or even just having dry skin, this is the product that you need and want. Believe you me, I developed it for people that are struggling with their skincare or just need an added boost of their skincare. And I also designed it specifically to help you guys feel absolutely incredible. Your skin will love you. So get it right now. Link is available in the show description. For the first 20 people that get their hands on this, shipping is free. It's for Australia only. I have to preface this by saying that Australia only at this time, and then hopefully it'll become international. So why wait, my friends? Get yours right now. Piece it together. And I know Candace Owens fans are like raving mad, and they will do everything to protect their cult leader. It just seems a little bit too, Owen Benjamin goes, Pool is so full of you-know-what. That's no way he has security guards, and I doubt he even has a gate. He's just a lying gook who wants attention. Well, guess what, Owen Benjamin? The quartering goes, I confirm he has both. Source, I've been there. He's seen it with his own eyes. Funny that. Hey, Owen Benjamin, you're actually the kook. You're the dingbat. So maybe don't act like you are a dingbat. Just a thought. Don't act like you know something, but you actually don't. Stay out of it, you dingbat. Just so you're aware. Now, again, I don't know. I would love to see facts. I would love to see receipts, but I know Tim Pool is going to more than likely provide it. And I guess for my American friends, you can see whether or not he's filed a police report. We don't know officially, but the mainstream media seem to think that this is real. And I'm going, why would Tim Pool want to lie about something like this? Just like doesn't seem, he's not trying to bring attention. If this did actually happen, that's crazy. And so close to him saying this. Have a watch of this.
The idea that Charlie would want her to advocate everyone pull their donations from the organization he built.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
No one hates Charlie more than Candace Owens. Let me say that very, very clearly. I want to say it straight to the camera for all of her biggest fans, and then she can grab this clip and put it on her show. I do think it's absolutely hilarious that we're a substantially smaller show than hers, but she brought us up anyway. So thanks for saying my name, Candace. No one hated Charlie Kirk more than Candace Owens. She reviles him, she spits on his grave, and she smiles while doing it. Okay, quote over. And I'll say this because Charlie spent his life building out these organizations. Candace is doing everything in her power to tear them down. She hates Charlie. She hates what Charlie built, and she wants it to burn. She hates Charlie's family. She hates Charlie's friends. She's accused them of killing him. She's accused his wife of having knowledge of these events. And then she comes out and says, I never said that. Not in the literal sense, but there's literally no other logical conclusion to what you're saying. So when I look at Colvett and Bowyer and Blake and Erika and the people who work at Turning Point, and I say, you know, maybe they're not handling things properly and they don't know what to do what Charlie was doing. There's fears that Turning Point can't make it without Charlie. All of that is them trying to make Turning Point survive. Candace is advocating you abandon Turning Point USA. It's kind of remarkable to see, but let's just do the logic here. Simple question for all of you. Throw it in the chat. Who do you think cares more about Turning Point? The people trying to salvage and save it, or the woman telling everybody to pull their donations? Then you can ask yourself this. If Charlie were alive today, what do you think he'd be saying about all of this? Do you think he would say, I don't trust my wife and my best friends to run my organization? Or do you think he'd be saying, Candace should burn down Turning Point USA?
Candace, complete mask off moment. You guys saw the video that I made yesterday about this, saying that she doesn't care about the midterms. She doesn't care about, conservatism as a whole. Just not a care in the world. She wants to tear it all down, wants to destroy it all. And you know what I found really interesting as well is just how pathetically stupid her audience members actually are. They're going, well, everyone seems to be blaming Candace Owens for destroying, or she's at fault for ruining the midterms. How could that be possible? She's not even in office. And I'm going, woman, because it was a woman that said this, you do realize that Candace Owens has millions of dingbat fans that are actual voters that sway members of parliament. You do realize that? Oh. Right. I don't think she's thought about the post too much before she's posted it. These people, I can't anymore. For me, anyone that speaks out against Candy Owens and she mentions them on her show, mark my words, I've seen a trend. They receive death threats afterwards. Soon after. Piece it together. We're just asking questions, right? So what's going on with that? Shortly after Tim Pool criticized Candace Owens on his show last night, a vehicle approached his property and opened fire. Luckily, no one was hurt. I have questions, though. Could this have been one of her demented fans? They literally believe that people like Tim are part of a giant conspiracy to kill or silence Candace. Also, let's use Candace Owens' own logic for a moment. Where was Candace last night? I think she put out an assassination hit on Tim. If she doesn't respond, it must mean I'm right. The ball is in her court now. That's from Cinema Shogun. I mean, if we're using or going off of Candace Owens' own dingbat sort of logic here that Cinema Shogun just pointed out, makes you question, doesn't it? But for me, I look at logic. I look at reason. I look at rationale. I look at evidence. That's how I work. Now, while we don't have evidence from Tim Pool at the moment, this actually happened. I'm sure that will come in the coming days, unlike any evidence from Candy Owens about Israel. And by the way, this went up the whole chain. And even Kash Patel, nothing. The Pentagon press secretary, nothing. It's nothing. Whereas Tim Pool might actually be something. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm glad that Tim is safe and no one was actually hurt. May have just been a warning. Who knows? These people, and when I say these, I'm talking about Candace Owens, demented fans. I'm saying they're vulnerable and they will do whatever the cult leader tells them to do, or then some. They'll do whatever they can to protect the cult leader. Quite scary stuff, isn't it? And she has a lot of power, people. A lot of power. And some of you may go, well, Jay, why are you calling her out all the time? Because it's what's right. And I think we need a little bit of courage in today's society, do we not? Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.